Okay. Good. All right. All right, good evening. I'll call to order the meeting for I'll call to order the regular meeting for the Hampton Township Council for Wednesday, December 17th, 2025, and we will start with the pledge. Roll call, please.
Ms. Blackburn?
Present.
Ms. Fritsch?
Present.
Mr. Midgley?
Present.
Mr. Scholle?
Present.
Dr. Johnson?
Present.
Mr. Speakman?
Present.
All right, first item on the agenda. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from the public hearing and the regular meeting held Wednesday, November 19th? Is that the right date? I have two dates in my notes. And the agenda meeting held Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Blackburn?
Favor.
Ms. Fritsch?
Favor.
Mr. Midgley?
Abstain from the 19th, favor for the 3rd.
Mr. Scholle?
Favor.
Dr. Johnson?
Favor. All right. Next item is citizens' agenda matters. If anyone has anything that they would like to address to council, I ask that you please step to the microphone and state your name and address.
Hello, everyone. My name is Al Whirling, resident of Allison Park for 66 years. And this won't take 2 minutes. I've got an overlay of the proposed rezone of the highway commercial district that I currently live in. Right here on this page. It's clearly visible to read all the street signs. This copy was kind of opaque. You know what, I couldn't read too much of it. But what sort of concerns me is there's not a whole lot left to build, so we're gonna rezone it, try to shoehorn things in that may or may not fit. That's concern A. The other concern is B, and it's kind of funny, reading HC for highway commercial and proposed MUC multi-use commercial. And I kind of read that as MUC. It goes from nice green to some big red scar. And number C is the scar up on East Bordona Road. I went up to take a look at it. And my first thought was, the earth moving equipment that they have on that property, I was surprised that it hadn't fallen through the ceiling of the Bryant coal mine. And whatever happened to the Native Americans that were laid to rest on that hill when the sun comes up? That's all, thank you.
Mr. Rowling, I do want to say that there are going to be a couple of public hearings for that map as long as with the rest of the saldo. Okay, so yes, I encourage you to attend one or both of those public hearings. All right, thank you. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to address to council tonight? All right, then we will move on to item 3, which is our recognition of retiring police officers and public works employees.
I could ask first for Sergeant Howley to stand up, please. So, as you know, we've had 2 retirements to close out the year 2025. One being Sergeant Howley on our police department, who has served 25 years with the department. And tonight we're going to present him with a plaque as dedication for his dedication to the police department and to the members of this community, from the police department, the members of council, and for everything that he's done to function, help the police department function in the past 25 years. At the end of every officer's career, whether it's 25, 30 years, we do what's called an end of watch. End of watch means that we clear the entire radio system, and for a few minutes we talk about the officer's career and what they've accomplished and where they're going to go after that. So we did this on Pete's last day. It was broadcast over the radio. Radio waves were clear. And this is what was read to the officers all listening in on the radios. Hampton Township would like to announce that after 25 years of service, Sergeant Pete Howley is retiring. Sergeant Howley began his career in law enforcement in 1998, working as a part-time officer in both Ohio Township and Franklin Park Borough. He was hired in March 2000 by the Hampton Township Police Department as a patrolman, and in 2015 he was promoted to the rank of sergeant. Over his 25 years of service, Sergeant Howley served in various positions. During his time, he was instrumental in managing all aspects of the department's records management system and IT-related projects. Sergeant Howley was responsible for searching, acquisition, and maintenance of the department's equipment and its vehicles. He also worked on many other administrative tasks that helped the department function on a daily basis. As sergeant, he supervised the school resource officer and assisted as the department's liaison with the Hampton School District. He was in charge of all the special events that occurred within the township, such as the 3rd of July celebration and the township park each year, the 5K races, high school football games, and numerous other events. He is well respected in the law enforcement community for his knowledge and dedication to his profession amongst his peers and community members. Sergeant Howley was born and raised in Hampton Township and was proud to serve in the community in which he grew up. He plans to spend more of the time with his family and his 3 grown children. For his years of service and commitment to Hampton Township, he ends his career having the gratitude and respect of his co-workers and the residents of Hampton Township. We want to wish him the very best in his retirement and in all his future endeavors. That was the radio broadcast that went out. That is what you heard this evening. And I can personally tell you everything in here is true because I wrote it. And he helped me in so many ways to get me through, especially with all the IT stuff. And don't worry, he's not charging us, Ryan, but I had to call him about some things to try to get us through. So with that, I would like to dedicate this plaque to Sergeant Howley, which states community pride and progress and tradition for Hampton Township in honor of 25 years of distinguished service, community service. Pete Howley is recognized for his significant contributions and achievements in the advancement of the community service for the Hampton Township Police Department. Presented to him on this 10th day of December 2025 by Council of the Township of Hampton, signed by Dr. Carolyn Johnson, President of Council, and Ryan Drosky, Municipal Manager.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wish you
Thank
the
you.
best.
Thank you.
If I could have Officer Mitchell step forward, please. So when Officer Mitchell served his last day on the road, this was the last call that went out on his behalf. Again, heard by all the municipalities on the Allegheny County Hookup. Hampton Township would like to announce that after 25 years of service, Officer David Mitchell is retiring. Over his 25 years of service, Officer Mitchell served in various positions. During this time, he served as a patrolman and then as the department's detective, and was assigned to the District Attorney's Drug Task Force Unit known as DANEC. Officer Mitchell also served as the department's JTAC and CJIS compliance officer. Dave was always ready to help when asked to assist in the department's operations, or even when another officer or fellow officers needed something on a more personal level. He was at his best when dealing with people who came into the police department to ask for help and or advice. Dave was always willing to take as much time as needed to sit and listen to their issues and to do what he could to resolve them. He was respected in the law enforcement community, again, for his knowledge and dedication to his profession and amongst his peers. For his service, years of service and commitment to Hampton Township, he ends his career having the gratitude and respect of his coworkers and the residents of Hampton Township. We want to wish him all the best in his retirement and in all his future endeavors. And I can tell you personally, I've seen the times where people have walked into our lobby, and Dave was there, and I would look at Dave because I knew he would go out there and he would handle this the appropriate way. And boy, did he take time. We used to say, Dave, what are you doing out there? And Dave would take as much time as it was needed. He would sit there and he would talk with people. And by the time they walked out, the issue was usually resolved. But they knew and had faith that it would be resolved. So, and again, with all the things that Dave did within the department, he also helped me immensely with a lot of the issues that would pop up in the day-to-day operations. Okay? I'm sure the manager knows all the issues with CJIS, and Dave was the go-to guy for the CJIS compliance and stuff. So, with that, I'd like to give Dave this plaque from the members of council. And again, it reads, Hampton Township Community of Pride, Progress, and Tradition. In honor of 25 years of distinguished service, community service, Dave Mitchell is recognized for his significant contributions and achievements in the advancement of the community service of the Hampton Township Police Department, presented to him on this 10th day of December 2025 by the Council of Hampton Township, and is signed by Dr. Carolyn Johnson, Council President, and Brian Jarofsky, the Municipal Manager. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Please bear with me. I've known Chris for a very long time, so I'm going to try to get through this and read from my paper. I've known Chris for a very long time, as I just mentioned, through mutual high school friends, family going to the same church, and both starting here around the same time 40 years ago. Like many of us here who work for Hampton, Chris is a multi-generational member of this community. He graduated from Hampton High School in 1982. After working part-time for the township in 1983 and 1984, he was hired full-time in May of 1985 as a sewer line maintenance employee, and then was transferred to the road department in March of 1987. The commitment to this community doesn't end with Chris. It resonates throughout his whole family. His wife, Tori, retired from the school district a number of years ago, and both of his sons are currently working for the Hampton School District. Chris's commitment, loyalty, and perseverance was unwavering throughout his career. He was always dedicated, hardworking employee for whatever assignment he was given, from replacing a catch basin to many hours plowing through the winter, including blizzards, as well as responding to emergencies such as a number of 100-year floods that we've dealt with during our time here, and even a tornado a few years ago. My first experience riding along during a snowstorm with Chris is one of the Peterbilts many years ago. It was an all-nighter, and my favorite memory of that run was just before dawn when everything was starting to come alive. And he, along with his colleagues, had been out for a good 18 hours at least, making sure the roads were safe, as well as seeing him wishing some of his friends a hello and a good morning. And I had the pleasure to take one of the last rides during a snowstorm last year with him. So I'll always remember that. Chris was a mentor, a jokester to lighten the mood at times for everyone, and even an unofficial uncle to one or two of his colleagues. Chris has spent many dedicated hours away from his family serving this community, an employee that we as administration, council, and the controller can be very proud of. He was a positive and pleasant presence as a member of the road department, as well as a representative of Hampton Township. I am honored and blessed as the Public Works Department Supervisor, Assistant Township Manager, and his friend to present this plaque this evening to Christopher Hartle for recognizing his 40 years of service to the Hampton community. So in honor of 40 years of dedicated community service, Christopher Hartle is recognized for his significant contributions and achievements in the advancement of community service for the Hampton Township Public Works Department, presented this 10th day, December 2025 by the Council of Township of Hampton. It was, it really was.
Thanks for your time. Thanks for your service. Appreciate it.
Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.
Are you guys from other pictures or like a group of them? Because are you
Anyone who wants to get pictures, any family, please do.
Yeah.
First,
Can't go anywhere.
yeah, that's good. And then Tom, you want to get in? Thank you all. Thank you.
All right, item 4, please, Chief.
So, as council again is aware, that every year around this time, well, actually in October, we start a no shave program. The officers are allowed to grow beards against department policy. And what they have to do is they have to pay monthly to be able to grow these beards. And we've let this program go on from early October all the way up through sometimes in March. And the officers raise money, and the only rule is that whatever money is raised, it has to be put into either a township organization for charitable issue, for charitable things, or to help families deal with some type of crisis that they may be dealing with, and they need some financial assistance to do it. It's the only rule. The officers decide amongst themselves who that donation goes to. So earlier this year, Gary, did you know? Gary Massimian, I think, does everybody know Gary? Gary's been around for a long time. Since I
said that so gently.
Gary's been in the fire department for 35 years. Now, in emergency services, most of us get paid. Gary never did. Gary served 35 years in the fire department responding to fires, motor vehicle accidents, cutting people out of cars, directing traffic at all hours, responding to weather conditions, riders down, flooding, been through all this flood together. And none of it did he get paid for. And firefighters very seldom get recognized for the sacrifices they make. So when we heard about Gary having cancer, some of the guys in the department started to resonate with us. And when we started the No Shave, they decided on their own that they wanted to donate the funds raised through No Shave to Gary to help with his fight and his bills, with dealing with the medical issues that he's dealing with, and all the financial issues that go along with that. So I want to make sure that before I present this check to Gary, that people are recognized, not because they were police officers, but they were in the manager's office, they were council members, they were department heads. They all stepped up and tried to donate, or did donate, money for this No Shave. And thankfully the women didn't have to grow beards. I didn't have to grow a beard. I love you, Gary, but I'm not going to grow a beard for anybody. This is how we would react when we showed up. I can tell you that in my years of working the road, every time I turned around, he was either behind me or in front of me. And he was always there for everything, even the township road cleanup days. So we owe, as a community, Gary and the others like him a large debt of gratitude for what they did. And tonight, we would like to honor Gary with that, to help him with the funds that were raised from the No Shave. And those total funds that we sent over here that we want to present to Gary is a check for $3,000. Oh, wow. So.
See, they're still making donations.
I want to thank you guys for all of this. It's been nothing but a pleasure working with everybody. I mean, I've got nothing but good times, I've got always had tough times, but we've all gone through it. I wouldn't give it up on the trade for the world. I hope you get back out there something on more careful. You guys need to harass and put that in shape. Thank you.
Gary, is you don't want to try to cash this one? It's not worth anything. This is where you're at right there. There you go. I had to work on it for a couple hours.
Salt shack still standing.
And with that, that's all I have to bring before council.
Hello, everybody. Happy to be here this evening, to say the least, on different topics we normally talk about, although we'll get to those in a little bit. And I have some guests with me. Morning, everybody. And before I say that, I got to tell you that Officer Mitchell, Sergeant Halley, Gary, Chris, who I don't know, but how did he work 40 years and looks 30 years younger than me? I don't know. But congratulations to everybody, and that's recognition well deserved. So tonight, we get to tell a story of a different variety. And we have, okay, very good. On May 14th of this year, at 22:36 or 10:36 at night, we were dispatched to a residence in Hampton for a woman in labor. 1 minute later, we were en route, and unfortunately, but very fortunately, 3 minutes later, Felix was born. In that brief time from 22:36, when we were all dispatched, until the time he arrived, Officer Igger was already on scene. Got there before EMS. It's one of the great things we have, the relationship we have with our police departments in Hampton. It's, there's more of them than there is us on the street. Many times that's the case. They arrive on scene before us. And that led to what I brought tonight for the family, and that is the dispatch log, which it sounds like he started doing the play-by-play over the radio. 22:40, baby is out. 22:40 in half a second, baby is crying. 22:40 another half a second, baby boy. So all great information and all great things, and actually telling our staff, crying baby's a great thing, right? In that time and phrase. We got there at 22:45, so it took us about 7 minutes total. And as is tradition in these kind of things, we know that a baby's born or it can be imminently born, we just respond with 2 ambulances. So tonight we have with us, first of all, we have the guest of honor, Felix. His mom, Sadie, his dad, Max, and his sister, Annalise, who I want her energy, I'll tell you that, for sure. And I really appreciate you coming out tonight. We also have with us, Officer, and I'm going to pronounce this wrong, so I hope, Egger? Right. Close, there we go, Officer Egger. Paramedic Sam Burke, EMT Morgan Kuda, and Supervisor Jonathan Dalby was not able to make it here tonight, was also on the call. And that was the first ambulance on scene for the ambulance station here in Hampton. Followed shortly by a crew coming out of Shader Township, was paramedic Mo Pitzer, who's with us tonight, and advanced EMT Justin Weirman, who unfortunately was unable to make it. And then Brett Fadgen, who's a paramedic with Upper Lafayette DQRS, and also was unable to make it tonight. So, our response to these is, first of all, always 2 teams. One, when things go as well as they did, and as healthy as everybody was tonight, it at least allows one crew to take care of each person and transport everybody safely. In the days when I did this a long time ago, we would give the baby to mom, and she'd hold on a stretcher. Well, what happens if you get in a crash, right? So, for all those reasons, we kind of turn out with everybody, and then some people start peeling off, so we don't need them. But in this case, we had 2 crews en route to the hospital at 10 minutes after 11, and at 36 minutes after 11, they both arrived. And as we can all see, things came out very, very well.
Thank God for technology. We FaceTime between baby and mom.
Oh, there you go. That's awesome. I didn't know that. But, very brief parting, but certainly the safest way to do things. As anybody here who knows me probably won't be surprised, I had planned to give everybody Chiefs Challenge coins, which are prominently sitting on my desk. As I reached in my pocket and thought, wow, that's awful light. So we'll take care of that. They did receive pins. Everybody responded from McGee and UPMC, and that was very nice of them. And I really appreciate you coming out tonight. And I hope that I'm sure that everybody got a chance to meet each other and enjoyed that. And this is one of those calls that you just love doing. So thank you all so much for coming out tonight, and thanks for listening to the story. Good thing we're not filming.
Don't worry.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for coming this evening. Anyone who wants to stay for the rest of the meeting is more than welcome to, but if you want to leave, we will not be offended.
Hey, where are you going? Kelly, what? This is important stuff.
Can I go?
Thank you.
You too.
Now I know our parking lot was so full. I knew it was please, but I didn't know it was on the other side.
You told everybody to leave, that's what you did.
I told them they were welcome to stay.
They're leaving.
We have 4 people staying.
Maybe like snacks afterwards. Like
Are there
cookies-
snacks?
Cookies or something.
Oh, that's what we had to do, is we had a problem with
You don't need any
snacks.
more
I
cookies
should have
in
went to
this
the liquor
office.
store before
No
this
more cookies
meeting.
in the office. Yeah, that's fine. Just a guy.
Holy crap.
Oh, it's his butt.
Is that your food? Is that your food?
No,
Oh.
it's for, to be reappointed to the MSA.
All right, let's go ahead and move on with administration.
Yes, the first 3 items on the agenda are all ordinances relative to the 2026 budget. The first item is the ordinance enacting the millage, which is historically in most communities the primary funding mechanism for the budget. The millage rates for general operating, capital improvement, and fire are all unchanged from 2025. The last increase in the millage was actually an increase back in January of 2019. So this will be the 6th year of no millage increase in the township. But with that said, I'm recommending adoption of an ordinance enacting the 2026 real estate tax millage rates.
Does anyone have any questions about this item? I would hope not at this point. Can I get an ordinance number, please?
875.
All right, then can I get a motion to enact Ordinance 875, establishing the real estate millage rates for 2026 at a total millage rate of 2.9241 with 1.979 for general operating purposes, 0.7415 for capital improvement purposes, and 0.2036 for fire purposes?
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Fritsch?
Favor?
Mr. Midgley?
Favor.
Mr. Sholey?
Favor.
Ms. Blackburn?
Favor.
Dr. Johnson?
Favor.
The next ordinance is enactment of the 2026 general and other funds budgets. This was I gave a presentation on this that I can certainly give again from the public hearing. But the reality is, Mr. Speakman gave a much more intricate analysis of this at our budget workshop back in November. So, unless there are any questions, I'd recommend enactment of this ordinance.
Any questions? All right, then can I get, I'm assuming ordinance number 876?
Correct.
Can I get a motion to enact ordinance 876, adopting the 2026 general and other funds budget?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Midgley?
Favor.
Mr. Sholey?
Favor.
Ms. Blackburn?
Favor.
Ms. Fritsch?
Favor?
Dr. Johnson?
Favor.
And of course, the final ordinance is relative to the 2026 capital improvement plan, which is where we do most of our major capital projects, road paving, facility upgrades, sewer line maintenance, and other projects. So again, give a very detailed run-through of this, but certainly won't answer any questions tonight.
And any questions? 877?
Correct.
Can I get a motion to enact ordinance 877, adopting the 2026 capital improvements fund budget?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Sholey?
Favor.
Ms. Blackburn?
Favor.
Ms. Fritsch?
Favor?
Mr. Midgley?
Favor.
Dr. Johnson?
Favor.
The next item is regarding the 2026 tax and revenue anticipation note. On an annual basis, we borrow, the coming year will be $1.5 million to fund a very large debt service payment we have in January. We issued an RFP. We got 3 proposals back, Huntington Bank, First National, and PNC. The low bidder on interest rate was First National at 3.4%. To give you some idea, the TRAN we took out for 2025 was also through First National. They are a depository. They tend to give us lower rates, but it was 3.99% for this year. So we did see a reduction of about 60 basis points. That said, it's Mr. Omasini's recommendation and my recommendation that we accept the proposal of First National Bank for the 2026 tax and revenue anticipation note.
Any questions? Resolution number, please?
That wasn't a resolution.
It's just
Oh,
a
it's not-
proposal,
oh, okay.
and the actual resolution, I'm sorry, will be, yeah.
Okay. Then can I get a motion to accept? Can I get a motion to accept the proposal regarding the 2026 tax and revenue anticipation note at a rate of 3.40% from FNB per the manager's memo dated 12/15/2025?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Blackburn,
Favor.
Ms. Fritsch,
Favor.
Mr. Midgley,
Favor.
Mr. Shirley,
Abstain, please.
Dr. Johnson.
Favor. All right, next item, please.
Yeah, again, this is another annual exercise. We established the percentage of payroll that police officers contribute to their defined benefit pension plan. We're currently in negotiations with the police bargaining unit, so we would keep the rate at this time until such time as the settlement is reached, would be established at 5%, which is the current contribution rate. For 2025, we would establish it for 2026, again, pending a settlement of the negotiations.
Any any questions? All right, now this one needs a resolution number.
1118.
All right, can I get a motion to adopt Resolution 1118, amending the police pension plan, setting the participant contributions to 5% effective January 1st, 2026, until such time as the negotiations are settled?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Fritsch,
Favor.
Mr. Midgley,
Favor.
Mr. Shirley,
Favor.
Ms. Blackburn,
Favor.
Dr. Johnson.
Favor. Next item, please.
Yes, the next item is a resolution establishing the rates for our legal counsel as well as engineers for the 2026 year. We went through a lot of the increases that each of the firms had. They are in line with inflation over the periods of time from the last increase. So it's my recommendation that we adopt a resolution establishing the 2026 rates for legal and engineering services.
Did we get a memo from PVE with the rate increases?
Yes, we did. I sent that via email
I must have missed
subsequent to
it.
that. Yeah, it's,
Can you give a quick summary of that?
it was, I believe the rate of increase for them was 3%. The person in, the one individual we used the most, their hourly rate went from 190 to 195. That was the major increase from, I'll keep that person's name nameless, but yeah, that was the major increase. I believe it was a 2.5% increase.
All right, any questions? 1119?
Correct.
Can I get a motion to adopt Resolution 1119, establishing the 2026 rates for engineering consulting and legal counsel services per the manager's memo dated December 1st, 25, and the individual memos from the firms that were included in our packets?
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Midgley,
Favor.
Mr. Shirley,
Favor.
Ms. Blackburn,
Favor.
Ms. Fritsch,
Favor.
Dr. Johnson.
Favor.
The next item is simply requesting authorization to advertise for our 2026 organizational meeting on Monday, January 5th at 7 o'clock.
It is in my calendar twice.
Yes, 7 PM.
Any questions? All right, can I get a motion to authorize the manager to advertise the 2026 Township Council organizational meeting for Monday, January 5th, 2026 at 7 PM?
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Shirley,
Favor.
Ms. Blackburn,
Favor.
Ms. Fritsch,
Favor.
Mr. Midgley,
Favor.
Dr. Johnson.
Favor. Item H.
Yes, we received a list of township residents who are eligible for tax credits. They're volunteer firefighters, most of them with our department. There are a few with West Deer Township's Fire Department, and I believe one with Indiana Township as well. But they are all residents. They are eligible for volunteer fire tax or firefighter tax credits. This is, again, an annual exercise. We get this through Keystone Collections Group, who is our earned income tax collector.
Any questions? All right, then can I get a motion to certify the list of volunteer firefighters eligible under Act 172 to claim local tax credits per the manager and finance director's recommendation and the memo dated December 19th?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Blackburn,
Favor.
Ms. Fritsch,
Favor.
Mr. Midgley,
Favor.
Mr. Sholey,
Favor.
Dr. Johnson.
Favor.
Yeah, the next item, I'm going to just be requesting authorization to advertise for an ordinance adopting a cable franchise agreement with Verizon. Cohen Law Group through the North Hills COG has worked out an agreement for the participating municipalities in this cable franchise. In order to adopt the agreement, we have to enact an ordinance. The ordinance would sunset within 5 years because that's the term of the agreement itself. This essentially just authorizes Verizon to use our right-of-way for cable services.
Any questions? All right, then can I get a motion authorizing the manager to advertise an ordinance adopting a cable franchise agreement with Verizon per the contract in the packet?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Fritsch,
Favor.
Mr. Midgley,
Favor.
Mr. Sholey,
Favor.
Ms. Blackburn,
Favor.
Dr. Johnson.
Favor. Yeah, we still have a lot of items to go. so-
Yeah, I'll go quick.
Next item, please.
Yes, the uninterruptible power supply is a project that's identified in our capital improvement program. It was funny, I remember when I presented this to you last meeting, one of the battery backups had failed. As of yesterday, another battery backup failed. So we'll be purchasing it. What we're seeking authorization for is to purchase this from All Lines Technology through the CoStars program, the actual piece of equipment, for a price of $22,965.09, and seeking overall authorization to release $30,000 from the 2026 capital improvement program. I do not anticipate that project to cost that amount of money, but there is still labor to do the install. They'll be working to do it on the weekends. So this is a very important piece of equipment. It regulates the power flow and protects our all of our IT infrastructure from surges. So yes, that's my recommendation.
Any questions? All right, can I get a motion to award a contract through CoStar's Cooperative Purchasing Program for the purchase and installation of an uninterruptible power supply in an amount not to exceed $30,000 per the manager's memo dated November 25th?
So moved. Second.
Roll call. Mr. Midgley,
Favor.
Mr. Sholey,
Favor.
Ms. Blackburn,
Favor.
Ms. Fritsch,
Favor.
Dr. Johnson.
Favor. Next item, please.
Yes, the next item is simply a resolution amending the memorandum of understanding for terms and conditions of employment of the municipal manager.
Any questions? 1120?
Correct.
Can I get a motion adopting Resolution 1120, amending the memorandum of understanding in terms and conditions of employment for the municipal manager?
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Sholey,
Favor.
Ms. Blackburn,
Favor.
Ms. Fritsch,
Favor.
Mr. Midgley,
Favor.
Dr. Johnson.
Favor. All right, next item is the North Hills Council of Governments report. We did not have an executive board meeting this month, but at the November meeting, which was held after our second meeting last month, the director assured us that Morton Salt has stated they are prepared for this winter. This is also the third and final year of the current salt contract, so it will be going out to bid in the summer. And did you have anything that you'd like to
I
add?
had nothing to add, no.
All right, Water Authority monthly report. Anything to add?
Nothing to add on mine.
Engineers monthly report. Anything to add or any questions? Legal counsel monthly report.
Thank you, Madam President. I have nothing to add to my written report.
Controllers monthly report.
Hi.
Hi.
As stated in the 26 budget workshop, it was expected that we would have a surplus in excess of $300,000 once salary and benefit expenses were finalized. with the buyback payroll now behind us, which was $175,000, Mr. Omasini was able to tighten up the 2025 year-end estimate. Not only will we be able to transfer $300,000 to capital improvement, as discussed, but there will be an approximate $150,000 surplus rollover into the general fund. And this is after factoring in an unplanned $90,000 order for salt to replenish supplies as a result of the recent snow events. As a reminder, we are estimating revenue at $486,000 over budget. Real estate accounts for $48,000, EIT $100,000, deed transfer $35,000, state pension aid was $45,000, sale of municipal property $80,000, much of which was scrap metals recovered from the plant during demolition, and $80,000 in recreation programs and fees. Expenses are estimated to be $57,000 over budget, with salt having the biggest impact at $205,000 over budget. Utility and sludge expenses at the new plant are about $150,000 under budget, a large amount of that sludge. And real estate refunds, which have been a concern all year long, are $20,000 under what we had budgeted, so it was not nearly as bad. And although police overtime is estimated at $60,000 over budget, salaries are $86,000 under budget as a result of officers on leave and vacancy, and part-time is $25,000 under budget via unfilled positions. This is an example of the salaries and benefits tightening at year end. Finally, expenses from the April storm are an unbudgeted $105,000 after insurance reimbursements. And as normal, I will have a more complete summary and analysis for the 2025 budget year at the second January council meeting. Okay. Any other questions? Be happy to answer.
Thank you. Information Technology Monthly Report. Anything to add?
Nothing to add from the report. I would simply point out that Earl Smith, who will be succeeding Mr. Zeck in his role as the IT administrator, started last Monday. So it's gone very well so far.
All right, good to hear. Thank you. And I have nothing to add to the library report unless there are questions. All right, moving on to public safety, please.
I have nothing more to add, unless there are questions.
EMS Monthly Report.
Hello again. You've all received my report ahead of time. Longer arms, shorter arms, I'm not sure which that is. 128 calls in Hampton for the month, decrease as well versus the same month previous year. So far, year to date, 1,557 calls within the township. Overall, 523 calls for the month of service and 6,264 for the year to date, an increase of 175 over the previous year. And we'll see how December turns out. The only other thing of note in the time response is you'll note that for the E4 response, for Lowe's Prairie response, you see a 6-minute response time. That was not leaving the station. That was a crew that was at the hospital. They got dispatched for the system for the time they turned around and get out the door. So, that outcomes there. And just for the rest of the data attached as normal. And all the other last pages we attached to post on Facebook as well. Any questions about any of that? And last, second, I just want to say thanks to Angela Kenbach and Chief Walkovich and the officers and everything for the Shop of the Heroes event. It was a great amount of fun. Really was great seeing the people coming in to go shopping and things they got to do and the different things they spent their money on. That was sort of a well-organized and a fun thing to be part of. And then last, it's kind of hard for me to believe that we're at the end of the year. I just want to say happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope you get some time off. See the rest of your day.
All right, thank you.
Thank you all. Take care.
Chief, anything else to add?
I have nothing else.
All right, Community Services, please.
As discussed at the agenda meeting, I am requesting authorization to advertise for bids for the 2026 road resurfacing program. Anybody has any questions? More than happy to answer.
Doesn't seem like it. So can I get a motion to authorize the Assistant Township Manager to advertise for bids regarding the 2026 road resurfacing program per the November 25th memo?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Blackburn,
Favor.
Ms. Fritsch,
Favor.
Mr. Midgley,
Favor.
Mr. Sholey,
Favor.
Dr. Johnson.
Favor.
Thank you.
Anything to add to the monthly reports?
I have nothing unless somebody has any questions.
No questions, but I just want to say wonderful job as always for our holiday event. Please thank everyone who participated in that.
It definitely
And how did the neighborhood tour go? Were you all done before the storm came in?
No. It was cold the whole day, and we took a lunch break, so it was like light flurries when we started back out in the afternoon. And for like the last hour and a half, it was a wet snow like pelting our faces in the sleigh. So not a whole lot of people out. There were still people out.
But I'm sure the ones who were out, the little kids appreciated it.
Yes.
So thank you for braving
You're
that.
welcome. Yeah, my glasses were frozen, but it was
Oh
it was
my.
fun. I enjoy doing that with the fire department, and you know it's a very nice event for the community.
It is.
We all enjoy it. So thanks.
All right, thank you. Anything else for community services? All right, environmental services, please.
Thank you, Madam President. The manager and I this evening are recommending approval of the Ferguson Road Sewer Replacement Program change order in the amount of $11,397.54. This is the additional required work to remove and restore the roadway to PennDOT standards along Ferguson Road.
Anyone have any questions? All right, and can I get a motion approving the Ferguson Road Sewer Replacement Program change order number 2 in the amount of $11,397.54 per the manager and director's recommendation and the memo dated November 13th?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Fritsch,
Favor.
Mr. Midgley,
Favor.
Mr. Sholey,
Favor.
Ms. Blackburn,
Favor.
Dr. Johnson.
Favor.
Thank you, it's already been paid.
Good to know. All right, anything to add to your monthly report?
Just the fact that we are paving, and it is wonderful to see mud go away. So that's all I have to say.
Okay, well, I just have a question for the both of you. How significant was the damage to the digester tank from the construction truck hitting it, and how in the heck did that happen?
One of the contractors, one of the third-party contractors delivering stone, backed into it. They have an estimate currently from the manufacturer, and they are responsible for making those repairs. It will be a challenge for my staff to manage a 500,000 gallons of sewage inside that tank, to drain it so they can come in and make those repairs.
Do we know when those repairs might happen?
We do not. Once manufacturer has to build those panels, so they're large steel panels that are glass infused. They'll be made up in Illinois. Once those are on schedule, we'll have a better idea on when they'll be coming out, so we can start our process off.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead and have the update.
Just to add to that, the only concern that I have, Jim has said, when they drain that tank, the crack on the inside is a little bit different than the dent on the outside. And if that's the case, then we look at multiple dams, and if that particular point, then we're probably going to have to shut the digestion out for a long period of time. That'll be something that the management of the township can coordinate immediately. And frankly, I don't foresee that occurring until the spring.
It will definitely take time.
They have,
Yeah.
I'd just like to begin by wishing you all a happy holiday season, and hopefully you enjoy it as much as I'm enjoying it right now, knowing that I don't have to worry about snow and anything. I just look at it, outside it's great. Just real quick, this is my 35th and last construction progress report. There are a number of things that the contractor still need to take care of, but we're about 96-97% complete. So that's substantial completion of the project as we see it. I would anticipate that probably won't
deem the project is fully finished until sometime late in the 26th calendar year. And we won't deem it finalized until 2028. The reason for that is because we need to let the bonds, which we set at 18 months, most likely the biggest bonds, elapse before you finalize the project and close it out. So it's more in line with what we expected. Overall, the project, especially a project this size, is going extraordinarily well. As I mentioned before, the township management team, engineering, Mr. Rosky, all Jim's team, himself, myself, we have been pleasantly surprised at how well we've been able to work with the contractors. And we've also been pleasantly surprised with all the contractors, with the exception of the big fight that they had. Literally, fist fight, 2 papers. And have really gotten along very, very well. It was kind of unexpected, especially with a $60 million project. Moving forward, I would expect that for this month, I would expect that the paving would be the focus that we will be involved with. Quista has a lot of outside work to do. We would like them to do the pavilion, but they have not been able to do that, they say, because the roof is in place and we're kind of struggling with that a little bit, but that's their current position. In the report, when you get to the section where I point out where I think we're going to end up the year. I did a real deep dive into Mr. Speaking numbers, Mr. Emerson's information. I also had a long discussion with engineering as to what they believe is still out there. And I'm pleased to say that Jerry and I are about 10,000 more apart. So you will see a huge jump from last month's report and this month's report. And where that jump occurs is in the drawdowns on the change orders, which I did not have credited in the last reports, which have been drawn down on, and some of the completions of the other work is necessary. I did list prior to that, though, looking ahead, what I identified as 12 priority concerns, which are no surprise to the management team of the township, that I think we need to keep in the back of your minds. I know Jim certainly has. Just make sure that each one of these 12 is addressed. The rest of them, there's an appendix attached that lists absolutely every punch list item we need to deal with. It's like 6 pages long. And these 12 items are real. The most important one right now that I think you're going to have to wrestle with, and Mr. Speakman, Mr. Ross, is going to have to wrestle with, is engineering's out of money. And what engineering will do is they will come back to you and they will tell you that they need additional operational design review money and field inspection money. If you need to prioritize the field inspector, that's the guy you want. It's the gentleman who knows exactly what's going in the field and he gives you general on a daily basis. The design part is important, but frankly, you're through most of the RFP changes and everything that needs to be done, with the exception of a few minor things that are not minor, but a couple of things have been identified as 12 items that I pointed out. Engineering, they say they will be it if they have to stay. They're not going to stay, folks. I'm just being honest. What they'll do is they'll cut back their oversight and they'll probably either eliminate their field inspection work or they'll pull them off-site, maybe have them be there once a week, twice a week, however they have to do it. Through the winter months, that's probably not a bad idea. You could probably scale back dramatically. But when Neely comes back to finish this project up, finalize the punch list items, all landscape work needs to be done, all finish grading work has to be done, all finish paving needs to be done, you're going to probably want to have some kind of on-site field inspection work in place. And I think there's only about $180 left in that account to pay. Engineering, I think that's around $15,000 to $16,000, but there's bills that I know that there's bills I know the township has, processing, or you're about to process. Once you do that, they're going to be comfortable about collectively between both the design portion of it and the inspection portion of it, probably $5,000 total. So it's going to be an item you're going to have to wrestle with. Overall, though, we've always thought this was about a $60 million project. They come in somewhere around 58 and a half. And that does not include any of the interest earnings against the bond rate. That's just the bond rate. So I thank you for the opportunity to participate in it. It's been a real pleasure. If you have any questions or anything, Susan, Jim, everybody knows how to get, Brian knows how to get hold of me, so it's Jim. And I'd be more than happy to stop back and answer any questions you may have. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. All right, Jim, anything else?
I have nothing else.
All right, zoning and planning, please.
Okay, thank you, Madam President. The first item is the request for release of funds from the Four Seasons Improvement Security. I am recommending the release of $18,228.10. This has been reviewed by Gateway Engineers, and they are in agreement with that release.
Anyone have any questions? All right, then can I get a motion to release funds in the amount of $18,288.10 from the improvement security for the Four Seasons Final Subdivision Land Development Application 24-04 for the Land Use Administrator's memo dated December 11th?
So moved.
Roll call.
Mr. Midgley?
Favor.
Mr. Shuley?
Favor.
Ms. Blackburn?
Favor.
Ms. Fritsch?
Favor.
Dr. Johnson?
Favor.
Okay, the next item we discussed at the last meeting. This is going to get pushed to your agenda in January, so there's no action tonight. Unless there's any questions, we can just blow right through this. Okay?
Do we need to officially table it?
It's basically you're requesting authorization. Yeah, you can table it.
All right.
Probably meter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then can I get a motion to table the advertisement for the public hearing for the update of the zoning ordinance saldo official map for the council meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Shuley?
Favor.
Ms. Blackburn?
Favor.
Ms. Fritsch?
Favor.
Mr. Midgley?
Favor.
Dr. Johnson?
Favor.
And then in line with the last item, this would be the request for authorization to advertise for the public hearing at the Planning Commission meeting. So that will occur in January on the 12th, and I would need your authorization to advertise on December 28th and January 4th.
Any questions? All right, then can I get a motion to authorize the land use administrator to advertise the public hearing at the January 12th, 2026 Planning Commission meeting regarding the zoning ordinance and the zoning and land use ordinance update?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Blackburn?
Favor.
Ms. Fritsch?
Favor.
Mr. Midgley?
Favor.
Mr. Shuley?
Favor.
Dr. Johnson?
Favor.
And that is all I have this evening, unless there's any questions for me.
All right, old business, please.
Nothing.
All right, new business then, please.
Just two quick things. There was an appeal for the Goddard School on Wildwood Road, a tax assessment appeal. Again, with these larger commercial properties, I do tend to bring notice to council. The appeal the assessed value for the property is going to go from, in the 2023 tax year, 2.229 million to in next tax year, it's going to go to 1.9 million. If you look over the tax years in between those, you know, the tax that they pay the township is going to go from about $6,500 to $5,500. We're looking at a reimbursement for the 2024 and 2025 tax years of about $2,500. Not a big deal, but just kind of a heads up. And then the township received a GEDTF grant due to the work of Representative Schaefer, Representative Venkat, and Senator Williams for updates to the pavilions in the community park. We have to sign an agreement with that. Given the fact that it's a $40,000 grant, it does commit us to matching funds. I did want to put that before council because they sent us the grant agreement to sign last week and said you had to have it to us by the end of the year. So it's a fairly standard agreement. It's the county's standard agreement. So I don't know if there's any council could take action on that. I'd appreciate it.
Because it's a financial matter, we first have to vote to add it to the agenda, or can it stay under new business?
If you're going to take action, we would do a motion to amend the agenda.
Okay. All right, then, can I have a motion to amend the agenda to include approval of the GEDTF grant for the pavilion updates in the amount of $40,000 with a matching contribution from the township?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Fritsch? Favor. Mr. Midgley?
Favor.
Mr. Sholey?
Favor.
Ms. Blackburn?
Favor.
Dr. Johnson?
Favor. And then I believe, can I have a motion to authorize the manager to execute the GEDTF grant for the pavilion updates for $40,000, committing the township to a matching amount?
So moved.
Second. Roll call.
Mr. Midgley?
Favor.
Mr. Sholey?
Favor.
Ms. Blackburn?
Favor.
Ms. Fritsch?
Favor.
Dr. Johnson?
Favor.
That's it, I have nothing more.
All right, does anyone else have anything that they would like to add for new business?
I would like to add one thing, if you don't mind. This is Amanda's official last meeting working for the township, and I'd like to put it on record. I've worked with you since 2011, working from part-time community center clerk, you can't even emotional, part-time permit clerk, land use assistant, and working her way up to land use administrator. And I've always been impressed and admired her for her dedication to this community and how she just worked in that position. It's always amazed me, and I've always really admired everything that she has done, and we are greatly going to miss her, greatly. So I wish you all the best luck in your future career endeavors.
Thank you so much.
And again, we'll miss you.
Yeah.
So,
I would really like to thank every member of council out there. You've all made me a better employee. I would like to thank every coworker, former, current, that I've worked with here. My 2 employees, Colleen and Albert, thank you all so much for all of your help. So it's very emotional, but I have a lot of gratitude for my time here, so that was very sweet, thank you.
Yes, yes. Well, Amanda, thank you for all the time that you've given the township, and you will be missed, but good luck. All right, anyone else? Yep, all right, so we are going to adjourn to an executive session at which we will be discussing legal and personnel matters. Thank you for coming this evening.